Range day. Luke's range. This is how we get down. Yo, so here we are out at Luke's range, tearing it up, doing what we do. Luke's coming up with some drills to run us through, for us to run through. Really just to work on speed and efficiency, obviously, but, you know, working our carry guns, working our competition guns, trying to get as many good reps as possible with these weapon systems before we go compete with them and carry them, right? So working on transitions here, transitioning multiple targets, working on shooting on the move, and working on kind of knowing where you are in your battle space while you're moving. So knowing where you're at while you're running your string of fire, while you're running your stage at the competition is big, just as knowing where you are on the battle space. If you're in a 7-Eleven and you got to whip it on, you need to know where your cover is, you need to know where friendlies are, you need to know what you can use. So understanding how to move and shoot is important, but also understanding where you're at on the battlefield while you move and shoot is really, really important. So we're working on a lot of that stuff. What's tricky about that is you think you know where you're at, but you need to be able to move quickly. So you try and find this apex between like, how fast can I move, stay on target, and still get to the cone that I'm wanting to get to while engaging multiple targets. We practice moving backwards here, which is totally cool with us because, you know, as you guys see, and as you know, I study real-world combat engagements. I literally post, you know, multiple real-world combat engagements per day. And yes, some of us were taught in the military not to move backwards, which is totally cool until you have to move backwards. So we're sitting here working on moving backwards, moving forward, just doing all of it because we want to train all of it. We want to write as much software as we can in our minds for anything that can happen, so that when it does happen, we can cut that processing time way down, as opposed to somebody who hasn't written any of that software. And that's Scahill, that's my boy, Skizzy, tearing it up in here too with us, just getting after it. I love to train with guys who are better shooters than me. So Luke and Chris Scahill are way better shooters than me. So I'm just here trying to keep up with these big boys, trying to get a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, and a little bit smarter here. I love the drills where we get to move up and engage, and then also move back and engage. It's something that you just don't do very often. So that was kind of useful. Another thing that we're also working on here is target acquisition. There's a number of different targets there, but you've got to be able to process quick enough to know which ones to shoot at, which ones not to shoot at, and you got to do it all on the move. So we do the best we can to make it as realistic as possible. And we're also timing each one of these runs just to up a little bit of stress monster and staying on each other about getting our hits and things like that. So definitely a good time anytime I can get out to Luke's range. If you guys haven't already, get tickets to the Protector Symposium. It'll be like anything, unlike anything. It will be unlike anything that's ever hit the protection world before. Boom.